By God's grace, I've been working on more videos lately to reach more and more people and the secular people of Israel until all Israel is saved. Like, and this is one of the newest videos. I'll share a little more about the ministry shortly. This next song is called "Song for the People," and it really has the heart of reaching secular people, Jew and Gentile. You'll see the lyrics behind it as well. It comes from Proverbs 11. That winning souls is wise. From Proverbs 11:30.
I was afraid they wouldn't let me dance in the church. I'll be getting back at them.
Amen. Well, as I continue, I wanted to bless you with the priestly blessing. This is from the days of Moses. They used to, bless Israel from the book of Numbers, and we have a version with the harp and the singing of different people on my team. And I don't think I've ever shown this video here too, so you can see the harp, the singing, the lyrics. And so this song really for you. You're one of my favorite churches in this area, and I know you stand for Israel, and God promises so many blessings when you're part of this type of work. I'm called to reach those people. Amen. Amen. And I'm believing for a morning of miracles, as Pastor said. Amen. So this one is for you.
You don't have to be called. Move in the Spirit. Hallelujah.
Just one more video. We have a song called Your Great Name. It's a Christian song, and it's one of my favorites. Just really trusting Him completely, living for Him. And when we do that the right way, then He fights for us in every step. And fights for your business, for your workplace, for relationships, for, like the Messiah Conference. It was 1,500 plus people. I would say 1,700 people. Right? There are a lot of leaders. And we need to work together to win the world for Jesus. And I just kept walking in the power of the Spirit and was able to connect even with just a few people who are difficult, so that we can all work together and win many for Him. We have a special song that we pulled out that I've never done here before it's called a Pachelbel medley. And it's like a classical contemporary medley. And I wrote it when I first came to know Jesus. I was a very, very young man, and he, I believe I shared it before, how he just appeared to me one night. As I was driving, I was offered record deals back in those days for, back in those days I had record offers for secular music that I was writing, long before coming to faith. And one night, when I was just like 20 years old, Jesus appeared to me at a red light, and the veil of the invisible came out, and I could see him for 8 seconds. And in that moment, I was ready by that point, because I was seeking after God anyways at that point. And I was the only one in my family that was ever seeking after God. So it was an unusual, like being a first generation believer. But when I saw Jesus, I just asked him, what does it all mean? Because I believed at that point. At that point, I believed, but there were so many threats from family members, if you ever believe in Jesus, or if you ever, become a Christian or anything. And Jesus just said, follow me. So, and it was just a nutshell of how I came to faith. So you're going to hear a song called Pachelbel medley. It's just one of many songs I wrote when I first came to faith. It was just like a love story between coming to know God and loving Him. And the love that He was putting back to me was more than I could understand. And so, in my early 20s. do an instrumental version of "Here I Am to Worship." You know, it's one of these oldie songs too that, as I just came to faith, that song was the first Christian song I ever learned. And it's not about me; it's just about worshiping Him. There's some oldies that are just so beautiful, and it's all about, you know, loving Jesus more. But as we love on Him, He performs miracles. He does everything. And Walking in Love touches a lot of secular people. I've seen a lot of them come to faith, and revival is real. I've seen a lot of it. I wanted to share some a little bit ministry development updates, but I don't have the picture this morning, so I guess I'll just share about it. Is there another Christian song we can do? Maybe,
If we don't have it, just play it. If we don't have the pictures, just play it. Is that something you have to play yet?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to do 10,000 Reasons. Maybe just sing along to that. And then I want to share a quick update. Let's go. So I wish I had some pictures on there, but I'll just share a brief update. Along with the music work and continue to travel as the Lord leads, all over North America. And I've been expanding the video efforts. So as a ministry, I've been investing in doing videos professionally, and they reach a lot of people all over the world, especially a lot of secular people too. And of course, a lot of believers. And just it's about both. My heart is to see us as believers go higher with Him from glory to glory. Receive every blessing, miracles, Amen. And the unbelievers are coming to faith. Pastor is right, the revival is here. but we have to do the work, to reach them. Like you said, again, as well as it's working. But I've been expanding the outreach effort greatly. Of course, with the team, I don't do this alone. And whenever recently was renting a famous concert venue that attracts music stars, and I rented it out on April 25th out of the ministry budget, and we advertised it, and it was meant to attract secular people. Now, just trying to be realistic, I thought it would be maybe 30% secular people, 70% believers coming to stand with me. But it was 95% secular people. And barely 5% believers, even that, who came. So I attracted all secular people. I mean, except for 2 people on my volunteer team. And I have professionals who work as well for the ministry, but except for a couple of my volunteers, it was all secular people. And it's just been a new expansion, renting out a venue, it's called the Richmond Hill Center, so it's owned by the city, so I had to hire 5 city staff members to usher in and do the sound, but he drew in like 95% secular people, mostly Jewish, a couple Persian too. So we had Israel and Iran in the audience, worshiping, listening to the music, and so I want to continue doing that. And these efforts are costly. Like it takes a few $1,000s to do this type of outreach event, which I paid out for, but it draws those people in. And it's an effort I want to keep going now that my eyes have opened to what is possible. So the video expansion, I keep giving back to so many different ministries as well. I love sewing back and traveling the world. So when you help this ministry, it's going a long way. It's not about me, but it's just going to go a long way to help the Joshua Fund in Israel and Joseph Project. Those are humanitarian aid ministries that, they do their good work, and then many come to faith in Jesus. And I met some of them at the conference, and it'll help me to recoup costs from this outreach event. I'm still recouping a few $1,000s from that outreach. It was an expensive event, but worth it. I don't regret it. And I'm planning to do it again with the help of evangelists that I've met at the conference. I have a few CDs, just my best CDs available. You can also sponsor CDs to help me give them out to people, and that's how people hear about Jesus sometime for the first time. Or I'm just getting so many Jewish people texting me too. They want to know more, and they ask me some very basic questions, but it's a great sign, asking if it's okay to follow Jesus as a Jew or something. And I have a lot of answers for that. And I pray a great blessing when you give, when you help this ministry. Right now there's a need just because so much outreach has been in, so much outreach has been in development, so there's a great need right now. But in the coming days, again, I keep working on the videos and planning to continue reaching the Jewish communities. So thank you for that. I believe in the scriptures of He can do more than we can ask or imagine. He does that. I'm trusting that also for the sustenance of the ministry, but also in reaching those people. It's been amazing me that they'll hear certain messages or songs or get an album, or we have DVDs and they're coming to faith. So I pray blessings over you, really. Thank you for your support. Are we ready for the medley? Yeah. Just got last July I traveled for 4 weeks doing a lot of special worship events on the weekend, on Sundays or Shabbats. This time it's a very short tour because as a family we're moving to Calgary later this summer. If you know Calgary, it's out all the way up west, so it's been the calling of the Lord, so a lot of planning for that, but I still love coming out east. I'll have to just fly in the future, but and thankfully the conference went really well. I was able to connect with about 100 leaders to collaborate together in the coming months. And there's many people from my prayer team who were there. Just a lot of healing took place at this conference. It was full of miracles. And on my part, mostly I just surrendered to Jesus, allowing Him to do the work, allowing Him to, to change hearts. There were a couple of difficult people there. We were able to make peace, and allowing God to do all the hard work, all that miraculous work. But we just have to obey Him fully and trust Him. So it's a privilege to serve the Lord, and your support this time around will go a long way because there's been such a need in the ministry. Most of this, I focus on the video production and outreaches. But I mean, but I will also pray a great blessing back to you, the blessings of Malachi 3. And I guess I'll do a little Jewish medley for you. But it's all focused on Jesus. Even the songs of joy, they focus. I think of them as when people come to know the Lord. There's a great celebration in the heavens, and so when I'll do the Havana Gila or Rebbeinu Shalom, it's not about Israel. It's about what God is doing. Amen. And He does want all Israel saved. Amen.
right? All right, we're gonna play a closing song together. We need some more money. Empty your pockets as you dance. And if you have, come on up. We're not doing anything irreligious. We're praising the Lord. We're getting ready for heaven. We're getting ready to praise the Lord with all tribes, tongues, and nations. Of course. Go ahead, guys.
We're taking the money. Okay.
I mean, how in the world could you see a Jewish man playing a violin and an Italian dancing? And we even had Holio.